Tree Boy Fresh, dopest podcast on the planet. You dig?
Hey, you're now tapped in with Tree Boy Fresh. Y'all ready to smoke with us? Dopest podcast on the planet. I'm here with my guy, Boss Boy.
I'm here, man. Smelling this Scotty over here. Shit smelling tempting over here, man.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
Big
I feel
jars
blessed.
of this shit.
You know, there'd be a lot of alleged biscotti going around. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, bro hit me with I got the biscotti. When a motherfucker tell you, the shit be so rare. When a motherfucker tell you he got some biscotti, depending upon it is, you be like,
it's the Bonatti. It was not biscotti. Yeah.
And you know what? Dude be having it. Dude be having some of the real dope. So I was like, man, if it's really him, he like, hey, you know what it is? You know, some of these motherfuckers just be in the game. They don't got no really knowledge of what's hot or what's popping. You know what I'm saying? So this motherfucker, he say the shit like Purple Punch. Like, hey, you ever heard of biscotti? I'm like, hell yeah, I heard of fucking biscotti.
Damn right I have.
That's holy grail around this motherfucker. I know what biscotti is. Oh, I got some biscotti, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hell yeah, I want to check it out, man. So he come, I'm like, I'm telling motherfuckers, hey, bro, coming through, he got some alleged biscotti.
The alleged,
Right.
I had to throw that disclaimer out before it came.
So he come through, I'm like, bro, this shit look like biscotti. Open up the bag, I'm like, this shit smell like biscotti.
Shit look like Christmas.
I'm like, okay, shit almost too good to be true, bro. This motherfucker just came over here with biscotti like that. Let's burn it. I wasn't a full believer. I was like, man, it looks right. It smells right. Let's burn it. I smoked this shit and
white.
Wow. I was like, oh, this shit really him. This shit here really him. So, you know, I don't know how y'all do, but whenever I get some dope, I like to share the wealth. So I'm like, I'm calling it, tapping in motherfuckers. Bro, I got some Scotty, bro. This shit blowing. This shit him. Better pull up. You feel me? So the smoke squad pull up, man. We come together like Voltron. Motherfuckers, hey, that shit hella funny. You tell a motherfucker you got some biscotti, bro, motherfucker you ain't seen in 6 months. Man, they pull up in 15 minutes. The next thing you know, yeah, the whole wave hit. Everybody come through. And it was a squad agreement, bro. This real deal Scotty right here. You know what's crazy is when you know the only thing worst when you got a tree and nothing to roll it in, bro. I got this monster bat of biscotti. Oh, I thought I didn't have a lighter. Then I found one. I was like, there's nothing worse than tree and no lighter, bro.
Peanut butter, no jelly.
You know, I mean, this is a little doink, something slight. This big biscotti, you know.
There's
I mean, I didn't weigh it, but
that motherfucking
I guarantee
like
you,
that.
you know, $100 doinks, bro. We be blowing $100 doinks right here.
Man.
All the time.
The episode is about a week worth of y'all smoke sometimes, man. This shit be in here it be in here pretty fucking cloudy majority of the time.
We be excessive with the smoke shit sometimes, but as we should, man. Blessed to live this life. We work hard to live this life, you know what I'm saying? Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle, you know what I mean? And that's just how it is. But everybody trying to get in the cannabis game, man. I'm explaining it to you, okay? The cannabis industry is different than any other industry as far as advertising and marketing go. As far as advertising and marketing go, the most popular shit to do right now is like a Google Words ad. You know what I'm saying? You put your shit on Google. Anytime people pop that shit in, your ad comes up. Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. This is the wave of new age advertising and marketing.
Yes, sir.
You know, the government always got the cannabis industry fucked up, bro. You can't do a Google Words ad with a cannabis business. You can't do an Instagram ad with a cannabis business. You can't do a Facebook ad with a cannabis business. So they use some unconventional advertising techniques, and a lot of it is the new wave is recruiting influencers. You got an influencer who has 100,000 social media followers, and a bigger point of that is they're cannabis centric. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see, okay, you got 80,000 followers, but they're all here, you know, to look at some paintings and artwork. You know, that's not a value. But if you have 100,000 followers and they're cannabis, and they're like cannabis followers, man, it's becoming a bag. You know, these cannabis companies are looking for influencers like that to advertise their brand, you know, and it gives them credibility. You You got a credible smoker who's just an Instagram dude with a lot of followers, a lot of credibility. You get him repping your brand. That's a lot of the techniques they're using to advertise. Is that's one of the main things in cannabis right now is recruiting cannabis influencers.
Hell yeah.
I mean, look at Runts. The Runts had cannabis influencers helping them. You know what I mean? Cookie's brand is huge. They got hip hop influencers helping them all the time. So and that's what the cannabis culture and hip hop culture has been merging so close together. You see a lot of these hip hop and weed, bro. Motherfuckers talking about smoking weed. Now you got these cannabis companies recruiting them as ambassadors for their brands.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So that's how it started. Motherfuckers was like, okay. And then you know how motherfuckers is, especially in the Bay, we independent with it. Wait, hold on. You paying to be influencers? All he does is rep the brand and he get a bag? All they're doing is taking this weed. I mean, truthfully, it should be from a reputable cultivation. They have a brand. But a lot of these people are just coming up with a brand, outsourcing some weed, throwing it in the bag, adding $2 more on it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And there's a bunch of little influencers that have their own little brand. You know, you got the Oops All Berries. You know, you got the Mambas. You got Runts. You got a lot of influencers back in these strains. You know, obviously Runts is the biggest one. Now it's almost to where you see these hip hop artists trying to hop in the game and put their stamp on the cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. God Holly was trying to get in on a cannabis label. Obviously, Burner Be Real is the biggest example.
Hell yeah.
But
you see all these motherfuckers. You even see people that really haven't been vocal about cannabis ever. You know what I'm saying? And they're really jumping in because it's like they was calling it before. It's the green rush. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm that dude to call these motherfuckers out. You know, there's these motherfuckers who was negative towards cannabis. They're like, oh, you fucking drug addicts, potheads. You know what I'm saying? Talk shit about weed, all the shit. Be anti-weed. I've seen a few people anti-weed. Oh, the shit is hot. Oh, they're paying influencers. Now they got a different approach. Now that they're seeing a bag, you know what I'm saying, their actual opinion changes. I think it's some bullshit. Truthfully, like, that's that culture vulture shit. Hold on. You wasn't with it. Now you found out there was a bag. Now you're pretending to be with it. But, you know, we know you weren't really with it from day one.
We know you still ain't probably even fucking with it, really. You know what I'm saying? You just want to get some money off this shit.
And there's influencers who really were with it and are getting back. Matt Barnes all in the game, bro. Yeah. Matt Barnes in the game heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's really a blessing for these potheads. You can turn your passion into a paycheck. But for some others, you know, you see some other people, you're like, hold on, bro.
Mr. Fab out there got the dope era cannabis. I just seen that today. Seen him post some bags.
Right, and we ain't seen him blowing no dope in his era.
And,
I ain't seen him blow no dope in his era, bro.
Then all of a sudden he posts one in the garden. I'm like, oh shit, okay. He's like, it's just not bag. So it's like, you know, Fabby trying to jump on the cannabis train also. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at him for getting his money. But bro, you ain't been on the cannabis side.
Definitely haven't.
You ain't been on the cannabis side. And I would err to say that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I fuck with Fab. I listen to a lot of his music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He put his whole life in his music. He put the whole story. He paints a picture. You know what I'm saying? He does his thing, bro. Like, even like some of the shit that motherfuckers didn't like, that I lost my backpack shit. I rocked with it, bro. I felt it on a hip hop level.
Fab
you know
always
what I mean?
been raw. Ever since Nigga Latin, man. Shout out Fab.
But I ain't never heard once about this motherfucker firing up to clear his mind. I never heard one motherfucking bar. I heard bars about his whole life, bro. But I ain't never heard one bar about cannabis. All of a sudden, he's in the game.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you see it. You know what I'm saying? You see Joe Montana. You see a lot of motherfuckers, man. It's just like, hey, I got some dough.
Oh, I think Joe was a smoker. I think Joe was smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe. I don't know. He didn't, you know, well, he wasn't like vocal about it or nothing, you know, but he's been a pretty private dude. But, you know, there's been like athletes that's hella vocal about it. You know what I'm saying? That never had a problem. You know what I'm saying? Shit, look at Tyson now. You know what I'm saying? Look at him on his.
Tyson really ran this shit up, bro. Tyson really got his footing, got with the right partners, got with the right people. Tyson Ranch, that's a gigantic company, bro. That is a gigantic company. Did you hear what was Tyson saying? He smoked $4,000 worth of tree a day, some shit like that.
Yeah,
that's monthly. Yeah, something.
Hotbox, shout out Hotbox. That should be. He be having me weak on there. Mike gets to smoking. And it just catting off, you know what I'm saying? That'd be fun, you know. That's one thing he actually said was one of his regrets. One of his biggest regrets was not smoking weed with Tupac. He was like, man, I regret not being able to smoke with my one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that conversation. A Tupac and Mike Tyson high conversation. Shit, that, you know, motherfuckers really been doing this shit for hella
That shit would've
long.
been legendary.
You know what I'm saying? Ricky Williams. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers that never been really scared to, you know what I'm saying, to show their support as far as cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Then now this, the big CBD movement out. Now you see a lot of athletes backing it. You know what I'm saying? And what's cool is you see just a lot of contact sport. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting and all that. That's where it's really, you know what I'm saying, paying off. Motherfuckers is like, yep, I use it. You see motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers been fighting. It's been smoking.
Yeah. Been smoking. Now they got this shit, you know what I'm
You know
saying?
it is. The biggest stars in MMA, Nick and Nate Diaz, you know what I'm saying? Big time smokers, bro. Real
Pens
heavy
on
in
the
tree
press
game.
conference, all the shit. Joints on the mat, you know, it's real shit. So yeah, I feel what you're saying when the motherfucker just swoops in and tries to just,
Culture
you know,
vulture.
skim off
Cannabis
the top a
culture
little
vulture. There's a lot of
bit.
cannabis culture vultures out there. I'm not mad at it.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, bruh, I'm like fresh meat to a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? To a cannabis culture vulture, they're like, whoa, bruh, you know all the hot strains. You know what this and that is. You know about growing. You know about the shit. You know the current music and trends. Let us in. I'm like, nah, bruh. What you gonna pay me? What you gonna pay me? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna
The
pay me?
game is to be sold,
Uh-huh.
and not to be told.
I ain't gonna lie. I've had some solid offers from some legal groups. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't the boss that I was trying to work for myself, I would come work for you. But I'm over here trying to do my own thing. But I've got some solid job offers that, you know, I heard people brag about some shit I turned down. That made me feel happy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker like, oh, you know, I'm doing my thing. I'm out here, this, that, take care of my responsibility. I make X amount of dollars a year. Motherfucker said that shit like it was a code of honor. Like, boy, the motherfucker's supposed to be blown away by how much he made. I'm like, bro, I be turned down them offers. I done turned down 2 offers for more money than that. Pump your brakes. I'm not a caller outer. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, I didn't call.
He's
call
like,
bruh
I keep
out,
quiet.
but I'm
You
like,
feel me?
that's what the you know, it's funny. I never ever got it because they were like, you know, the flexers look dumb to the rich people. You feel me? Like when you have have a small bag and you're trying to flex some little shit, it really looks dumb to the motherfuckers who really got some shit. You know what I mean? For all you out there that just blew over your head, let me explain it to you, bruh. When you flexing some shit that's real little to somebody bigger, you look dumb. So you're not really you're trying to impress people, but you're impressing the peasants, and you're not really impressing the people that you want to impress. You know that you should be impressing. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers aren't swayed by that.
That ain't gonna attract no type of conversation from a real bag. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna look at it and be like, okay. He talking pennies. We over here in some dollar conversations. You know, we ain't even gonna indulge in that then. Yeah, hell yeah. Cause and that's the thing. Some people just try and look like money. But see, the conversation different when you have your own bag. You know what I'm saying? It's always better when what you bring to the table is another fucking table. You know what I'm saying? When you got your own fucking bag and could talk to another motherfucker with a bag, that's a different conversation than a motherfucker
That is a different
trying to,
conversation.
you know what I'm saying, shoot a conversation trying to win something off of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, okay, I see that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're always going to be able to tell who's really working with something and who's not. You know what I'm saying? Sort of stuff.
Sometimes you can't. You know, it's funny because it be going opposite ways. 90% of the time, it'd be like a motherfucker trying to look like more. Like a motherfucker's net worth is 9 bands, but he got a $10,000 chain on. Like, hold on, bro, that don't make no sense to me.
Time gonna reveal the real and expose the fake. You feel me? You just give a motherfucker enough time. The front, because you know, a broke motherfucker can only act rich for so long. A rich motherfucker can act broke forever. You know what I'm saying?
That's what, man, a motherfucker with a bag was breaking it down to me, and I was like, damn, breaking it down. How about that? Yeah, that how you don't need a flex, bro. Like I was like, damn.
This biscotti's flexing right now. This shit tastes so good. Brody, get over here.
Oh, he had to rile in the mascot.
I had to get the mascot. He's on the loose.
Yeah, I've been on this. You know, as soon as I seen this biscotti, I was like, yeah, I'm smoking this jar. This was my tuck jar, just so you know. This was, you know what I'm saying? I tucked the little jar. You feel me? About a zip or something. Actually, I weighed it. It was 30 grams.
He said it had to be a little heavy. You know what I'm saying?
No, it actually ain't that heavy. That's a small 30.
No, you said I'm talking about the zip. I was like, it's 30 grams. We had to keep him a little heavy. You feel me? No, that Scotty's bestly tasting great. You
This
feel
shit
me?
full my lungs.
You see the ring on there. You see the ash on there.
I'd be like, I'm not greedy, bro. I'm generous. Till the Scotty come around, I'm like, bro, can't share that with you.
This Dennis old school. How much phase you got?
We can smoke all the snickle fricks you want, nigga. But don't even look at my biscotti, bro. Don't even smell that shit.
You got limited access to the Snickle Fritz. But once that Scotty pull into town, voicemail, you know what I'm saying, forward calls, like, yeah, That ain't gonna work. I had to sit my guy down. Sorry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My guy be acting up sometime. But yeah. Hell yeah. Things about the cannabis thing with this whole culture is, though, think about the motherfuckers that could have had this chance. Think of Cypress Hill.
Nah, let me tell
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Right,
Think of like,
talking
you know-
about what ifs. What if? Because as a if I owned a cannabis brand and I could think about anybody from the past who I would want to be a brand ambassador for my brand, what about the motherfucker who got Dreezy as a brand ambassador, bruh? What about if, you know what I'm saying, Mac Dre could have got paid in weed? How big would have that been?
Right?
You feel me? They would have been talking about the tree dance instead of the thizzle dance, but that shit would have been huge. That would have been a perfect influencer, bro. You
You
get
gotta
Mac
think
Dre.
that's the bag too. You know, that's where a lot of them.
Because he really smoked. It's hard to, I was thinking about influencer, and it's like, okay, what influencers out there really, really about that smoke? You feel me? Because even some of the biggest names in the game don't smoke as they supposed to.
Nah.
As they supposed to. And some of them smoke more. I ain't going to say, like, I've known some rappers that were known for smoking weed, and I'm like, oh, okay, so he don't even really blow. Because it's levels to this shit.
Hell yeah.
But I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hate on anybody, you know what I'm saying, that says they want to be a smoker. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers, they consider themselves smokers, and it's levels to this shit. It's like niggas like us who are blowing $100 doinks of biscotti.
Listen.
But it's motherfuckers that get an eighth and make that shit last for the whole month. You know what I mean? It's motherfuckers who they don't smoke 6 days out the week, but you pass them a joint on Saturday and they'll hit that motherfucker. That motherfucker can still consider himself a smoker. You be like, bro, do you smoke? He like, yeah, bro. If we're at a party, you know what I'm saying?
Every other week or something. Like, no, you don't smoke that.
And some people, yeah, we be like, oh, you don't even smoke, bro. Like you don't even. But so it's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit. I was almost heartbroken when I found out like one of the rappers that they main smoke god rapper nigga was like, I'm like, oh, he don't really smoke like smoke. You know what it is? It's motherfuckers. It'll be 5 heads on a little blunt. You know what I mean? Everyone will hit it twice. Everybody better be a lit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they're not smokers because again, they're enjoying life, But you're not really a smoker, you know what I'm saying? Rapping on a track about big blowing and all the shit.
I've been around some rappers that's supposed to be smoking, and you know what I had to figure out? I had to start determining what coast you from. Because these motherfuckers from down south, and you know what I'm saying, and some motherfuckers from down south, some from the East Coast, it's crazy. Because the shit y'all smoking, yeah, y'all smoke a lot of that stuff. But you come to Cali, and it's a whole different thing. You smoke one.
Oh, that's
one
what.
It's a game changer.
It's changing a little bit, but yeah, back in the day,
now it's what I'm saying, more accessible.
It was on the West Coast. We were smoking these tiny little swishers. On the East Coast, they were smoking what they smoke? Optimos,
Dutch
White Owls, big ass real Titans, like full size cigars, and we was like, oh damn, well, you know what I mean? But that's sticks and stems.
Right.
Sticks and stems. They got to put hell of it in it to get high.
That's the value meal. That's the dollar menu. You feel me? Of course, that bag gonna be full. You know what I'm saying? But when you over here with that, that full entree with the real goods.
Really, you know what it is? Them hardcore smokers from the South, from the East Coast, they come out here, bruh, and get knocked down. Like, oh, this ain't that shit you play.
They be on
with.
timeout. Motherfuckers be on timeout.
Motherfuckers
go to the studio and waste hours. Like,
hey, they be like the motherfucker who just got out and come to kick it, bruh. What do you do when you come fuck with us and you just get out? Bruh, you smoke and sleep. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be fresh out trying to blow with me. I'm like, listen, bruh. Like,
that's all I do when I first start smoking again.
I know you might have smoked a little 0.3 here and there, with your celly in the cut, but we blowing $100 doinks, bro. We gonna put you to sleep. We gonna motherfuckers be coming out of jail trying to smoke with me and have anxiety attacks.
He is not lying.
I be trying to tell him like, listen, bro. I understand that you've been down for a little bit. You don't got to keep smoking with me, bro, because I'm just gonna keep smoking. You feel me?
Fred put me on the wave when I came home. We go to the mall. He was like, hold on, let me hit this real quick. My man pulled a torch out. I didn't know what the hell was going on. You know what I'm saying? I'd been gone for a while. I was like, what the fuck's going on over here? Next thing you know, he was like, oh, this is a dab right here. This ain't no blunt right
looked
here.
At me like I was smoking crack. He's
when
like,
he
oh, you
hit
just
it,
smoking crack in front of me now.
When he hit it and looked hella high, I was like, damn, I don't even know if I want to hit that. Like, he looks hella high. Like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine when I start smoking again.
Blam.
And I hit that. And I did it. And I did it. And I regret it. You feel me? All muscles in my neck just went numb on me. I was just head down, looking at shoes, looking at floor. I couldn't tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Eye level. I could just tell you what type of shoes the motherfucker had on that night. Time out.
His eyes was locked on laces. He was like, "Yep,
Yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So yeah, I can only imagine someone coming from the East Coast or from down south. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to smoke some of this. I love doing that. When you got a partner that come from somewhere else, you be like, we gonna smoke with him. You just watch him get high.
Oh,
'Cause
I
you
love
just
it. I
see
be-
it. You
I be
just looking at
showing
him
out. I
like,
be
yeah,
showing
watch
out
this
for
about
some
to kick
shit
in
like
right
that.
now. Boom, and you just watch it. It's a show.
oh, your boy from Chicago here? Oh, okay. That motherfucker come smoke with us."
Especially the ones that be like, oh yeah, I already be smoking. Oh, do you? We gonna check that out. You feel me? We
Not
gonna
this
put
shit
that to
right
the test.
here. Not this shit right here. Not this shit right
Not
here.
that size neither. You ain't just smoking no joints like that. You just ain't walking into sessions like that. Hell nah.
So outside of Burner, I would say, who do you think is the biggest cannabis influencer? The biggest cannabis influencer to me is Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg took that shit real
Snoop.
big.
And then I mainstream I like Wiz. You know, he was the big, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
the new stoner. I think, you know, and Snoop certifying him, like getting, you know what I'm saying, putting I feel like
Had
that
that little
really
movie.
pushed him like,
Yes.
oh, this my stoner brother right here. And they were like, okay,
He was the real stoner, bruh. And then you recruited the tree guy. You
Yeah.
recruited Burner so that you would have the dopest tree.
Exactly,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So it made you real credible in the tree game.
that's what I'm saying. I like Wiz's approach. He was like, okay, I'm gonna go get the OG.
And I like his music.
I'm gonna go get the OG that y'all know smoke. Then I'm gonna go get the motherfucker y'all wish y'all can get y'all tree from. And I'm
But
gonna come
same
together.
shit, though. What happened, bruh? I ain't heard him drop anything hot in a while.
Last thing was what the Fast and Furious song. You know what I'm saying? That's about it.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Right? That was damn near the last time I've heard Wiz. Am I wrong or right?
No, that's like 3 years ago. I would say that's like 3 years ago. I was
Yeah.
thinking that too because you know what I was smoking. I was like, I should post a Wiz song. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker ain't got no new music. You know that means two things: A, he got his bag right. He ain't buzzing. But B, motherfuckers run out of shit to talk about.
Or
I feel
did he
like
drop a one with? Nah, that was Burner that dropped one with Currency, huh? Or was that was Burner that dropped? Okay, I thought that was Wiz for a second. Yeah,
they talking about Currency Larry June in the works.
dope.
I'm hype on that, bro.
That's
Larry
dope.
June on the come out. I didn't realize. You know, it's hella funny. You know, it's hella funny when you like a rapper and you like listen to this shit. You feeling like that motherfucker. He like as big as Jay-Z. You feel me? And then you be like, you never heard of him? Oh, damn, you ain't never heard of him? Oh, you ain't never heard of him either? Am I the only motherfucker listening to this motherfucker?
Yeah, but that's because, you know what I'm saying, you got to think who you asking too. It's motherfuckers our age. And it's like, a lot of motherfuckers don't be on it. A lot of motherfuckers don't stay relevant.
No,
to
I didn't
music.
realize that. I mean, Larry June, he only got like 100,000 Instagram followers. It's not like as big as like a mainstream artist, but he on the rise. He dropped his little 4 mixtapes in 2019.
Oh, yeah.
He coming, you know what I'm saying? Just like his shit. Always want more.
Good job, Larry.
Good job, Larry. Keep
Good
us
job,
motivated
Larry.
to stay healthy on a punk
Good
bitch.
job, Larry. I went to the Larry Jew show in town. Very smoky up in there. It was all good.
Where was
Very-
it at? What was the name of the venue?
Where we went, it was the old, no, it was Complex.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him.
Yeah,
I seen him.
went there.
I seen him out here in Sac.
I was with Dan Boone, you know what I'm saying, and EK, matter of fact, you know what I'm saying, pulled up on them cats, you know what I'm saying, and went out there and seen the Larry June show. It was,
Doja EK, bro. It was
cool.
a Doja EK. I had a Doja EK sighting last night.
Cool John was there, you know what I'm saying, all the smokers was there. And matter of fact, there was this, we had like so many going around, we had about like a whole nother half backwood, fat one, right? And I noticed these youngsters in the background. They looked like they was like 16, 17. I don't even know how they got in this show, you feel me? But shit, I slid them that half blunt, they was Jews. Cause they kept, the whole night they was just asking us what we were smoking. Like, hey, what are y'all smoking this time? We like, oh, this. They like, damn. Next thing you know, they was looking at the little blunt. I was like, here, they made their night. You know what I'm saying? Larry June, they got to the Larry June show, got to smoke on some exotics. Shit, made their night, man. Sometimes that's all that matters. Feel me? Pass it all. Pay it forward. Make someone else's day. No drops coming this week, man. It's a dry week for the shoes.
It's a dry week for sure. It is. I was like, man.
Dry
nothing.
week for shoes.
Like
man.
nothing. There's like some such and such 12, some shit that came out.
But you gotta watch out. You blink,
You know what
and
it
it's
is?
the holidays. You
That's
feel
what I
me?
was gonna say. They're like, all right, listen, we can't be breaking your pockets right now because we need you.
We need
save
you to get
up.
these Black Friday drops. We need you
Yeah.
to get these. Yeah.
What's
exactly.
coming out for Black Friday?
the breads?
No, the breads are like the 4th. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm that
Pull it up, could you? And that's the Black Friday. You said that's the Black
Yo,
Friday
the best
drop?
Black Friday sale is cookies.com, bruh. You heard it here first, man.
Oh, 50% off. It'd be
You
fat.
heard it here first, man. Motherfucker. Yes, the Black Friday sale for cookies is online. You can order hella they shit. They shit is dirt cheap, bruh. I don't even know how or why, but one year I got on there and I was like, holy shit, on some Cyber Monday shit. Their shit go on sale Black Friday until Cyber Monday. So I went on their site and I damn near thought it was like, I was like, all their
50 off.
shit, everything was damn near like half off. All their shit. I was like, this is for real, huh? And I grabbed a whole bunch of shit. And
That's
I
the
was
Black
like,
Friday
damn.
drop?
And then the next year
Okay.
I did the same shit. I was like, okay, let me wait for this cookie shit to come out. Boom, same shit. It was like 50% off. I was like, damn. So that's pretty much. Don't
Hey,
get me wrong.
shout out cookies on the quality also though. You
That
know what I'm
shit is
saying?
very
I ain't
good
gonna lie.
quality
Like, you know what I'm
shit.
saying? I like cookies, definitely all the shit, home brand, love it. But at the same time, them t-shirts, I wash them hella times. Still wear some of them just at
Well
the house,
made.
and they still. I could wear them out to the stove if I really wanted to, but I just don't get down. You feel
That's
me?
why
But,
they're one of the ones
like,
that lasted because they're
yeah,
the ones that
like
fall
the
apart.
hoodie-
Shit.
Like the hoodies, those is like old school John Blaze hoodies. Them motherfuckers gonna be around forever. You feel me? Them cookies hoodies are
Damn,
good.
he brought it back, bro. With John Blaze.
You feel me? You know how they was just a little
Jeez.
brand, but they hoodies was raw and
Their
just
quality, that was the
last-
same shit. They had A1 quality. bruh.
Exactly.
It was a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
That John Blaze shit, you know what I mean? It was damn near before the hyphy movement.
Yeah.
Bro, it was the pre-hyphy movement
For
shit.
real.
But I remember, the real Tree Boys pulling up and that they had that John Blaze.
Exactly.
You got that John
You
Blaze.
gotta have that thick hoodie on. And that's what like cookies is. And it's dope. You know what I'm saying? To see something from home. Especially when you're not at home. And you see it around, you be like, yeah, that's dope. I love
You know what I didn't know? I didn't realize because it'd be so basic. Yeah, I was wearing some of my cookies in LA. They like, oh, dude,
That's the
you
sign.
you from
That's
Bay?
like the advertisement.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like,
oh,
okay. I didn't know.
check
I
out
thought
my
it-
bro in the cookie shirt. Like, yeah, okay. You know what that means.
That's back to a thing on another level. We be thinking globals cookies is worldwide, but on a global scale, motherfuckers, it's a rare occurrence. You
Yeah.
see that real cookie shit.
And they got to be into this culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see, like, you know what I'm saying? I see potheads, everything, you know what I'm saying, with some cookies on. I'll be like, I know exactly why they got it on. Like, when I see them, I'll be like, yeah, he look
I'm
like
gonna
he
break down
smoked
the
hella
whole
weed.
cook shit, bruh. So cookie shit came out. I've been a Burner fan since 2008, bruh. I've been a Burner fan since can't even think of the name of the song. Damn, but another day, bro. Top 5 songs ever, right? So I've been fucking with Burner for a super long time. Then his gear came out. And when his gear first dropped, I was really on the shit. I was really extra about the shit. I was really extra cookied up. You feel me? So not to I don't even know. I don't want to hate on a motherfucking shit, but the tree community also involves a lot of the fishing and hunting crowd.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of the fishing and Jones is scoring. A lot of the fishing and hunting crowd from the Humboldt County, the Mendocino County, and shit would be some weird, fresh off the mountain motherfuckers, but they would be in their little cook fit. You feel me? So and I was to the point where I was like,
They had the cookie hat with the cookie shirt with the Volcom hat, and you know what I'm saying, the seatbelt
Yeah.
on, and just be like, "What's happening?" You'd be like,
I'm like, oh, I don't want to look like that dude. I don't want to look like that dude. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm an air blast out right now. Cause I was like, man, this cook shit, bruh. And this weird hippie long haired dude came and he had the same cookie hoodie on, that blast hat on, and I said, see, that's why.
Hey, I was about to vouch. I was about to say this fool
was
told me
like,
because
see,
I
that's
ain't gonna lie,
why.
it was damn near Cookies FF for a second. You feel me? I was definitely supporting the homie. You feel me? And Fred was like, man, it's getting a little too out of hand, bro. And I was like, what you mean? He was just like, bro, some of the people that wearing it, bro, and then when it happened, it was just like, and I ain't gonna lie. You don't see Blossom too many cookies no more. Do I smoke them? Yes. But do I wear it
smoke
all
'em
the
more than I
time? Do I
rock 'em.
wear it as much as I used to? No.
Right.
I like it little like
And so that's what I
exclusive
was gonna
drops
say.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
so I had to limit my, I
you
had
know
to
what I'm
limit
saying? I don't
it.
want just the basics no more. Like I was like, oh, I want every color.
Or
Now
I
I'm
gotta
like,
have-
nah, because
I gotta
Timmy
come
got every color, and he just killed his mom last
Exactly.
week. Like I don't want the same color, you know what I'm saying, shirt that Timmy had on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that. It is raining.
Exactly. So yeah, but you hit it you hit it on the head though. The quality, you know what I'm saying? I still fuck with it. It's like a staple brand. It's like It's like Levi's. You know what I'm saying? I rock it. It ain't the most flexiest
Hey,
shit. but
shout out
it's
to
some
the
basic-
smoking parents that be sending their little kids to elementary school with like cookie shirts on and backwood hoodies. Y'all be killing me because I'll be going by the school and I'll be seeing the little backwood hoodie. I'll be like, who done sent this little kid with the honey bourbon hoodie on? Like,
No,
what
that's
is
the
you
kid.
doing?
You know, you know how they, back in the day used to be kids with the little Corona T-shirt on. You like, oh, he got the Corona T-shirt. Now it'd be like the weed shit. You know, it's even funnier now because it'd be hella free T-shirts. You feel me? It'd be such and such cannabis group, such and such. You know what I mean?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
you better throw that on, little nigga. That's a free T-shirt.
They in third grade. They're like, what is that? Be like, I don't know, but shit, it feels good. It's tri-blend. Little kid know all his shit. He was like, fuck it.
Bruh, some of these companies give away. Shout out to Puffy Delivery. Puffy Delivery really out here, bruh. If you need some tree delivered to your door anywhere statewide, Las Vegas, tap in with Puffy Delivery. They got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Much love to Puffy Delivery because they blessed me with the whole wardrobe lineup of shit. I was like, damn, bro, they promo material. They motherfuckers shirts, hoodies, T-shirts. I was like, man, I'm just a friend of the family. You feel me?
He
I'm
was like, oh.
yeah, I felt.
I
felt-
liked
I'm
this,
like,
huh?
oh, okay. They had top to bottom gear, and that shit was like real smooth quality. Shout out to Puffy Cannabis Delivery. They be on that pink shit, riding around pink Bugattis and shit. That's big. That's what you do when, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do when you're next level rich. Like, what do I do now? I fucking paint the Bugatti pink.
Damn. That's that pink level they talk about, huh? Yup, man.
Yeah, I ain't got enough bread to get
I
on
gotta
that-
reach
that
my
shit
pink,
yet.
not even my peak. They were like, yeah, I'm just trying to reach my pink. I'm trying to get that Bugatti.
Ooh.
You feel me? And
Your car with one pair of shoes.
I ain't wearing no shoes. I be telling Bubba, take your shoes off, get up in here.
Hey, I knew this motherfucker with a blue Lambo who used to take his shoes off when he got in his car.
Mm-hmm.
And he lived in Daly City. This motherfucker would be riding around in a Lambo, and when he got out his car, he would stop, put his shoes on,
Yeah.
get in his car. I'm like,
I
man,
feel
that's
it.
hell. See, you know what? Don't get me wrong. I take care of my shit. I'm not for fucking shit up. But if I buy something, it's to use. I'm not no sit on the plastic type motherfucker, bro. If we buy on the couch, sit on the motherfucking couch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these. Don't eat in the car. Don't. Man, look. We bought this motherfucker that
I'm
used,
taking my
you know
shoes
what I
off
mean?
in an 82 Datsun. I don't care. No, hell no. I'm stopping around work shoes, everything and anything. I don't.
So that's what. Yeah, I that shit kill me when motherfuckers buy something and then don't want to use it. They're like real scared to use and touch the shit.
Hey,
Right.
Yeah.
Like the hoarders who don't ever wear any of their shoes. Like, hold on, bruh. You've
Or a
been
motherfucker
wearing.
that buy a car and don't ever drive it. You're like, bro, what are you doing?
It's
It-
a lot
it,
of those.
It already decreased in value.
It's a lot
the
of
moment you
those.
drove it off, like now you got to put some miles on it.
Oh, speaking of cars, that's the thing. You don't want to drive it because it's going to decrease in value. But if you don't drive it, it's already going to decrease in value.
Yeah,
So it's
once
like-
you drove
it's
it
a
off,
real
it
hard-
already decreased.
That's
You
what
know
I was
I'm saying?
having the. I'm on the car market. I'm on the market for a side vehicle, bruh, for a fun little whip and shit. And that's what I've been looking at it, and it's like, damn, you're not even gonna drive that shit that much, but it costs hella money. But the good thing is, it's depreciating hella fast.
So I might as well get it in
You're
right
like,
now.
damn. And it was hella funny, you know, real life. So I'm like, I didn't know whether to go up or down. I went and looked at this car. I looked at this Panamera. And I was
Okay.
like- but it was the scraped out Panamera. You feel me? It was like, you know, it was salvage. It was ran through. It was like over 100,000. I was like, so that really wasn't what I was looking for.
Uh-huh.
But
Somebody
it
gonna
was-
run up on you
It was
in
a
that
great
car.
deal, bro. It was
Like,
a
bro, I
great
thought this
deal.
was
If you're,
somebody
if you're
else.
looking for an older Panamera for the Lolo, they got one right here, El Camino and Fulton, right on the corner. But so I was like, I don't know what to do, and it was funny because my outrageous partner came over, and he talking about how he
Yeah.
want to get this $180,000 Range Rover, and I'm like, 180, and he's like, yeah, but if I throw 45 down, I'm like 45
Right down, huh?
down. I'm like, this shit all seems outrageous to me, right? But then I'm like, the price point I was shopping at, I'm like, am I going too low? I'm like, because if I pull up in this old cheap car I'm thinking about getting, and this motherfucker pull up on me
That-
in his $180,000 Range Rover,
He might be
I'm
looking
like,
at me a little different.
yeah, I might be
like,
feels-
no.
right. I'm like, damn, yeah. I'm like, do I need to look bigger? Right?
need to
And I was
come
like,
with a bigger
man.
down?
And, hey, and Brett had real good arguments as to why, like, motherfuckers don't talk to motherfuckers they think are broke. If I think you're broke, I ain't gonna talk to you. I mean, I'll be hospitable and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really gonna have a lot of interest.
Hey, keep it 100.
But you pull up in $180 Range Rover, a motherfucker
Let's
know
talk.
you got money.
Hey, let's talk. Hey,
A motherfucker with money know you got
How you
money.
doing? Hell
There's
yeah.
no question in it. And he was saying that one of our other partners who bought a foreign, he said it opened up a lot of doors for him. You know what I mean? So some of I understand that. Some rich people, they'd be like, they don't talk to peasants. You know what I mean? But you pull up in that range, they'd be like, okay, what is he? It makes you more intrigued.
How you doing?
You eat
That's what it turned into.
You,
How
A,
you
no
doing?
motherfucker got a bag. B, how did he get that bag? You like how did he do that? And I'm like, damn, that makes sense. And I will say that like when the first time I got it leveled up and got a nicer vehicle, I'm like, damn, motherfuckers that didn't used to talk to me that much are nicer to me. And I'm like, so it is a thing. So I do agree. I'm like, yes, you get like, but B, it could be the bad attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad attention. So there's like a lot of levels to the shit. But I was agreeing with or how he was validating why he want to buy this $180,000 car. I'm like, $180,000, bruh. You know what changed what kept me from going crazy to this day? Shout out to 40. You can't buy an $85,000 car before you buy a house,
God damn it.
right? And I'm like, this motherfucker trying to buy a $185,000 car before he buy a house.
He driving the house around.
Right. So I was laughing. I was like, yeah, I don't think I could. Yeah.
Soon as you pull
But I was
off
like,
that
yes,
little curve.
That is you do get more respect and you get accepted into more clubs. And my other partner with a R8, he was like, listen, man, when you own one of these type vehicles and you go to these events, you're gonna network real rich people. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I met a lot of really good people just from having a whip. Like I pull up to little car convention, you meet all these other people who have these vehicles and they've got these vehicles because they have good jobs. He's like, it's amazing networking. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, maybe I should just drop 6 figures on a whip. You feel me? My boy leaves. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker. I mean, he just bought a $5,000 dog, so it's not like surprising that he want the $180,000 whip and shit. I'm like, man, okay. So it was almost cool. It was like cool because right after that, my partner came over, and he got a big bag. He got a satchel. You feel me? He got a big
Indiana
bag.
Jones satchel?
Yeah, he got a big bag, and he was like, "You should, bro. You got a nice, reliable vehicle right now. Either one's gonna get you point A to point B." And I'm like, "This is true as well. This is true as
Right.
well. I don't think my shit breaking down
That's
anytime
the other
soon."
side, yeah. Always another side to the coin.
Yeah, and he was,
Sometimes we don't
all
wanna
the
look at
shit.
that side.
It's one of the worst investments. It's depreciating, and you're paying interest on it.
Yeah.
You're getting fucked going both
you can't
ways.
pull nothing out of that.
Yeah,
Oil change
you're
on
getting
the
fucked
Porsche.
going both ways. So the
Oh yeah, they like just like who said it? Irk the Jerk. He said, "Man, euros are cool too. You got to put a wrench to it. You feel me? Once that wrench come, bang,
bang.
bang, bang, bang.
Dong the rim.
Yeah, but you know what it is, bro. With those motherfuckers, that's because these motherfuckers be riding these old ass foreigns. We already know. Once you've been in America for 7 years, you know what I'm saying? You deal with citizenship. So when you're in your 12-year-old Mercedes, bruh, talking about riding around in my foreign, you damn near a citizen.
You're a local,
Talking about it, bruh.
You
the
ain't
shit-
foreign, you
the
local.
shit costs hell much to fix. I'm like, yeah, because your shit is hella old. I ain't talking about getting no prehistoric.
Yeah. He said, "Get that Paul from the Diamond Center Mercedes up out of here."
Prehistoric. I want something with a warranty. You need something with a warranty. So but bro was just saying, all the logical shit. But I'm like, damn, you pay interest and it's decreasing in value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was
But-
just having the same not these numbers, but I was just talking about cars too, and we was just saying that what I'm saying, cats going out there getting these loans, you know what I'm saying, they want to give you this loan, you know what I'm saying, because they know what that is, you know
and
what I'm saying.
that's
The
another
moment
thing that I was like, I'm amazed at how much people pay for their whips. I'm
Yeah.
like, hold on, you make
monthly, especially monthly, a lot of motherfuckers
you
monthly.
make, that's what I'm saying. You make $4,000 a month and you pay $700 for your whip. You pay 20% of your income towards your whip.
I know motherfuckers.
I'm not gonna say my income, but if I put 20% of my income towards a whip, it's gonna be grand.
I know
It's gonna
motherfucker
be
had an
grand.
Audi and it was $1,200 a month, and I was like, whew, $1,200 a month for the whip.
Yeah, I know a couple people with them $1,000 a month notes and shit, but I was like, man, that shit.
Man,
That. So I'm torn.
that ain't a note. That's a whole fucking letter. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is not no note. That is a car letter. That is not no car note. That is fuck.
And I've heard a bunch of different things. Like I've heard a bunch that all makes sense.
Ooh, it all
Like,
makes sense now. I got it.
But both on
Man.
both ends. On the other note, like yeah, so you commit to a $1,200 note, right?
Yeah.
What are your options? Pay the motherfucking bill. You're like, bruh, if you get it, you gonna pay it. My boy was like, bro, what are you gonna do? It's a bill, bro. You gonna pay it, right? You're gonna not pay your bills?
And that's
He's like,
why they be
it's gonna make you hustle harder because you know that you got to pay that note. And I was like, damn, that makes sense too.
That's what
Maybe
makes
that's-
some motherfuckers be, do the leasing thing. They come pop up newy every year. You feel me? Like, yeah, we just gonna lease this out. There's different.
The leasing
approaches.
is a cool option as
Yeah,
well.
there's different approaches. You know what I'm saying? You could, but definitely, I feel what
You
you're
can't
saying.
customize a lease. I was looking into leases too. I think a lease is cool. Truthfully, if you were to buy free game, no charge. If you were to buy a 1-year-old, 2-year-old used vehicle, typically your payment's going to be higher than you would if you were to lease a new one. If you were to lease a brand new one, typically your payment's going to be higher. But you can't really customize the lease one. You know what I mean? You can't do hella shit in it. You can't smoke in it. You can't. You got a
the
mileage.
mileage,
Yeah,
yeah.
You got a mileage cap. You can't. So there's a bunch of variables. But yeah, that is cool to me. Just come pay because I'm not gonna keep a car for hell long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride my
So
shit.
the next year,
I
I
had-
need something else. I need the new color. I need the new. You know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
like, man.
You feel me?
I'm like, I've only had this for 2 years. I'm sick as fuck of this shit. I'm like, man. So I like the leasing option. It's all, and it's hella funny because I explored all these options and I didn't do anything.
He said, still at the point I was when I started the combo.
But more free game. Cars are the cheapest in December and January. And I'm not
They don't want to pay them taxes.
you know what it is? I think you know what I'm I'm probably gonna buy the best great deal I find because I like nice shit, but I like deals. And if I could get
Yeah.
a deal, that's gonna be bigger.
If I can get a deal on a Chevy Explorer van, just speaking it into existence, you know what I'm saying? That would be lovely. You know what I'm saying?
Sprinter, bro. We need Sprinter with TV in it.
Oh,
You
this
know
got
what I mean?
TV in it too. This
Yeah,
is
it's like when you find the $40,000 car for $25,000 type shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking for that type shit, or
Pull the trigger.
vice versa. Yeah,
pull
I'm
the
like,
trigger.
uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers just gonna keep.
It's a
pointing
couple
and
whips that
pointing.
I never meant to have, little SS and things. You know what I mean? That I was like, hold on, I can get this for what? Yep, run that. That's not what our first choice, but if I could get,
Hey,
if I could
if
get a
that's what I can
$10,000
do-
car for $5,000, that's what I'm rocking. You feel me?
Run it.
I'm like, run that in. So that's what I was like. Okay, I'm gonna stay on my and I slipped up on. I seen a couple good deals. I seen a good deal, and I waited on it. I mean, obviously it wasn't meant to be, but I seen a good deal, and that shit went fast. It's like, better go over this shit.
Hell yeah.
So I think that's what it is. I got to find the right deal at the right time. I'm not desperate for a vehicle, but if I find the right, everybody like to hop in. Maybe not everybody, but it's nice to hop in something nice. You know what I'm saying?
What
It's
you
nice to
hopping
hop
in New
something
York?
nice. In New York,
Ain't that where they fighting?
I'm not going to New York, bruh.
Man, I don't want to hear that.
It
You
was
saying
tragically
that now.
ended. No. Hey, listen, bruh. I love Nate Diaz, but family first, bruh. Family first. Family over everything. My cousin's getting married. I might not be that happy about it, but I'm still gonna pick that first. Put that first.
Okay.
It was an
Okay.
internal struggle, but
So complex then. Sunday complex.
Man, I might be hungover. It's
Oh,
hard.
it's a
to-
family wedding. Yeah,
family
I
wedding.
forgot. And it's y'all
So
family.
this what my heart said.
real.
My heart said.
My heart.
My heart said, "Oh, that's cool. Fuck it. You can't go to Nate's fight. You can go to Complex Con on Sunday." My mind said, "Bruh, if you go to a wedding on Saturday, you
your-
most likely
with
ain't
your
finna
family?
get up and yeah,
It's gonna be a long one. Probably ain't gonna make it.
Be a long one."
So I would tell y'all to look out for some shoes, but there ain't none coming up. You feel me? I would tell y'all that. Oh, I will tell y'all what the fuck is going on with Comcast and talking about they about to, you know what I'm saying, start switching up the whole little stars thing to where you can't watch Power. They trying to charge more for Power, basically. You know what I'm saying? The series. You know what I'm saying? So 50, I don't know if y'all been seeing it. 50 been blasting Comcast. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to make it to where you can't see this next episode unless you pay $12 more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's some shit. For all my power watchers, you feel me? You know, it's getting deep. So that's something I could fill y'all in on. And that's about it, huh? That's about the rundown
what
for the
it
week, man.
is.
We gonna sit right here and just keep blowing on this good ass biscotti. We got, look at this jar. I wish y'all was here to smell it. But until next week, man, you can find this man Freddie Big on IG. You know what I'm saying? 2 G's, motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? You can find me on IG, Bloss Boy, and at the Good Samaritan. And until next week, we up out of here. All right then.